High Court has said there are 72 cases, 92 cases against you. I have pointed out that of these 72 cases, closure reports have been filed. Charge sheets have been filed, other cases...
And they are not connected with these.
No. Manoj, I'll deal with that in the way I need to. Manoj, this is...
And the complainant in these 3 cases?
Because, my lord, assume I have breached a contract. It's not a case of a crime.
What is the date of this to the alteration document?
Sorry, Manoj.
The document
Amendment document is at page 214.
Dated
27/6, 2017.
27/6/2017.
In which case, my lords, and please see, when is the FIR filed? FIR is filed in 2025. 2025, the FIR is lodged.
the
He's been in jail now 10 months on account of it.
recital notes that you've entered into agreements of this
It says
amendment
contract,
document.
they're transferred. Just give me a moment, Mr. Ranjeet Kumar. I couldn't have come there. I'm still on the way. Please, Mr. Ranjeet Kumar. I'm still on my way.
Wait
Please.
till he completes. Thereafter, we'll hear you.
At 214, this document is 27/6/17.
Yes.
I am saying that if I have entered unilaterally with regard to this area earlier, you don't file an FIR. You enter into this agreement at 27/16. You specifically say at 216 that I am entitled to independently sell. If I can sell, surely I can give a provisional allotment letter.
Remaining, what has not been altered? You specifically said at 216, in any event, it is a civil dispute. And how do you account for these allotment letters that you unilaterally executed? Cheating.
318 is cheating.
Cheating, 316 is breach of trust. 338 is forgery of valuable security. So what
the modus operandi of petitioner is? My lord, the 72 has been closed negative final only on the basis of settlement clause. If your lordship allow me,
what is the settlement?
What he does is, lord, he enters as a developer into an agreement.
Don't refer to them as pattas.
What exactly is the document you executed?
That's so much. The document I executed were provisional allotment letters, which is in criminal MP number 128709. Pursuant to this order, I brought on record what I had executed. Criminal MP number 128709.
These allottees have now registered FIRs against you.
Allottees, subsequently, 2 allottees have now said, I hear that these FIRs have been lodged against them in these other cases. Therefore, I apprehend that something may have gone wrong.
Who are the complainants in those FIRs?
The owner.
No. There can't be 94 FIRs on behalf of one person.
94 minutes.
There must be
Who are
allottees who have.
the other
5 cases I'm referring to.
No, these allottees also have filed FIRs against you.
Just give me a moment, please. Manoj, after this case has been filed, after these 5, and after it's come to your lordship's court, 2 allottees, and I'll show your lordship.
Only 2 allottees have filed.
3 allottees.
What about the rest of the FIRs? Who filed them?
Manoj, the 3 allottees have said, I hear that there is a...
We're not asking about the 3 allottees.
Yes.
You said, admittedly, there are 94 FIRs against you.
Against which...
Who are the
closed.
complainants in those?
I'll show Manoj. That was another development, not this development, of which my counter, please see the status. Please see the status.
What was the case in relation to the other development?
Other development for not having completed. 1 second. It's at page N. Please see.
M.
N. N for Nabisco models. N.
Yes. You've given the details of the FIRs.
Yes. Table 1.
Only 16 are there.
Manoj, I'm just giving one by one. Table 1 is a list of 5 FIRs in which the final report charge sheet have been filed pending for trial. Table 2,
These are in relation to which development agreement?
some other project.
What is the case there?
Well, in that case,
You're asking for relief in relation to those FIRs also?
no. Only these five.
These five.
These five, Manoj, these three in fact. Manoj,
At page M.
there were a total of 5 FIRs. Manoj, in one, I was granted anticipatory bail.
Which has now been cancelled.
In one, I was granted bail. Manoj, which has not been cancelled. High Court, that was withdrawn their appeal on that. The other 3, I've been refused bail. So what is before my lord are these 4, and that's all.
Which ones?
Manoj, the 4 which are before your lordship are FIR page G.
G.
Page G.
Yes.
Paragraph 13. Item 1 is subject matter of 3.1.
(166) of 2020.
Yes.
That's
Item 2,
Very well. Then
3, and 5 are subject matter of item 3.
what about 4? 4 is where you've been granted bail.
It's granted bail. Now, my lords, so far as these FIRs are concerned, that is my agreement.
The present agreement, what you showed.
What I showed, my lord, is my agreement. Now, my lords, my submission is this. High Court has said there are 72 cases, 92 cases against you. I have pointed out that of these 72 cases, closure reports have been filed. Charge sheets have been filed, other cases.
And they are not connected with these.
No. Manoj, I'll deal with that in the way I need to. Manoj, this is.
And the complainant in these 3 cases, 4 cases are the.
All these are the owner of the land who's claiming that I have gone against agreement and transferred his land. It's as between him and me, my lord, I can understand. Your lordships are concerned when there's a allottee and the allottees have been deprived of, your lordships are very concerned with that situation of third parties. Here there's a dispute between the owner and me. Owner says, how did you individually sell it when my 2011 agreement said we have to jointly sign?
No, see page,
Worse.
Mr. Sundaram, page 86 of your original agreement.
Yes.
Just come to that.
Yes, and that was altered. Page 86 exactly. I am grateful, your lordship.
Come
That
to
was the
86.
original agreement. Page 86,
Clause A.
9.6.
Clause A.
Sorry, Malaj. 86. To enter into agreement for sale for the units in project with such persons on such terms as the said attorney may think fit, but subject to the conditions at time of registration of sale deed, which is not arisen here.
So you are authorized to enter into agreement to sell,
Yes.
but not register sale deed without their leave.
That's why on day one, now my lord, I need to show your lordship 2 documents before my lord, before my learned friend comes in. I need to show your lordship 2 important documents. One document which we filed.
Then when he wants to register a document, you see,
At the
at the time of registration of sale deed, then what is a
altered it thereafter. Where is that document you showed us first where the alteration took?
My lord, that is found at page 214, Act 216. That is dated 2017, subsequent to this.
What was it, 2012?
What is that 2000?
Subsequent to this,
Prior to the alteration.
Manoj,
Some pattas are prior, some are post.
I want to show you
Oh, these allotment
These
letters.
allotment letter.
provisional allotment.
Allotment letters seem to have preceded your change of.
My lord, please just see 128709. Because, my lord, assume I have breached a contract. It's not a case of a crime. How long have we been in jail? 10 months. Give me some water, please. My lord, kindly just see this one document. There are two documents which will answer your lordships fully. My lord's page 128709
Yeah.
of 26. That is my criminal MP.
Which page do you want to read?
My lord's page 5.
It's dated 2004. 2006.
Page 5.
2016.
Yes, this has been
This
signed
was
by
at 12.
both parties.
I see it's signed by both.
It was signed by both.
Yeah. Let's please see what it says.
16,
Provisional allotment letter. Now your lordship comes over the page. These have been unilaterally signed by me. Again, these are provisional allotment letters. There are no pattas. The question which will arise, I'm putting the case at the worst against me. Did I breach contract by signing these provisional allotment letters unilaterally? Or does the 2017 agreement ratify this by permitting it? That's a question, my lords, which will arise in a civil proceeding. Now, my lords, it's not a case. Now, please see over the page, at page 9.
What
My
is
lords-
the date of this to the alteration document?
Sorry, ma'am.
The document altering
Amendment
the condition.
document is at page 214,
Dated
27/6, 2017.
27/6/2007.
In which case, my lords, and please see, when is the FIR filed? FIR is filed in 2025. 2025, the FIR is lodged.
the
I've
recital,
been in jail now 10 months on account of it.
recital notes that you've entered into agreements of this
It says
amendment
pattas,
document.
they're transferred. Just give me a moment, Mr. Ranjeet Kumar. I couldn't have come there. I'm still on the way. Please, Mr. Ranjeet Kumar. I'm still on my way.
Wait
Please.
till he completes, thereafter we'll hear you.
At 214, this document is 27/6/17.
Yes.
I am saying that if I have entered unilaterally with regard to this area earlier, you don't file an FIR. You enter into this agreement at 27/16. You specifically say at 216 that I am entitled to independently sell. If I can sell, surely I can give a provisional allotment letter. Now, what makes matters worse is what has been hidden from your lordships and what I have now got after the last hearing. He has given independent provisional allotment letters. Yes, please, take forward. This was not disclosed to your lordship. He has done it. How did he do it then? Well, this all arose because he is accused in a number of matters. Your lordships refused bail at that time, then gave stringent conditions for bail. I was involved, my lords, also in giving some statement to the police. This FIR got filed. Now, my lord, I'm not even on that. Two things. One, antecedents not connected with this are gone on, and those antecedents are wrongly recorded, forgetting that out of these 90, 72 closure reports, balance are still under investigation. My lords, in those, so far as these 5 are concerned, it is only by the landowner. Now, my lords, I'm putting the case at the worst. Your lordship comes to a conclusion and says, no, Mr. Sundaram, I'm sorry. Your agreement of 2011, I don't think there is a novation of this, and you are wrong in doing what you did. My lord, it's civil, my lord. It's not a criminal matter. It's not a matter for me to go to jail and already be there 10 months on this score. My lord, the only
Let us see what the side has. Yes, Mr.
documents, they're not giving me
You
documents.
are appearing for whom?
My lord, before my learned friend answers, my lord will ask him how he has given this provisional allotment letter, if this is fatal and this is a crime. If it's a crime, how did he do it?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Ranjeet. Yes. I just need to understand who you are appearing for. You're not a party here. You appeared before the High Court. You made a party in the second matter. 3.1, the complainant is there. Because he got the anticipatory bail cancelled. He was the petitioner.
217 was to be handed over
Yes.
to the petitioner. But the remaining term,
Remaining, what has not been altered?
he has not.
You specifically said it 216. In any event, it is a civil dispute.
So now, but I was saying that
And how do you account for these allotment letters that you unilaterally executed?
we go back. This is of 2025, which was handed over. I will not say instructions.
But
I do not know here. Now, give me instructions.
Mr. Kumar, whether clause A applies or clause B applies, it's a matter of interpretation. It's a civil dispute. You look at your complaint.
yes. He's allotted the plots, that's all. He's not sold them. Yes. The first document which is there at page 5, both of you signed it together.
This I not come back to stage. The next thing show without the same clause 34 and March 8 at the same clause 334 sold unilaterally caused not
Registered by whom?
registered by me.
Not even the allottee. If at all the allottee should have a grievance.
Somebody else by the letter at page 5. Now, my lord, just allow me to. Sorry.
Let's see what have you said in your FIR. Let's see the FIR, the allegation made by you. Is it a civil dispute or it's a any criminal allegation? See 309. No, 233, subject matter 309. 230, FIR 233 is at 309. Come to 309. Yes, begins at 305. The allegations are 309. Allegations are 309. Yes.
And then it's not subject so and so. In the capacity of a ground holder, owner, and so and so. In the it's a coordinate so and so. When any document solely as the joint nature of both the parties, document should have a public notice to say to the authority. That's not each having an age of such and such. Immorally, with a single signature of so and so to the direct contrary to the compromise property number so and so meaning out of the share and company land he need for 50,000 square yards as security in the rights of mutual beneficial in respect and governance of establishing possession of the property by issuing allotment letter in both fabricated manner.
Where's forgery? Where is the forgery? It's his signature. He says it's my signature.
The 50,000 with that one, that is the subject
Essentially, it boils down to allegations in relation to an agreement that you had. It's a civil dispute on the face of it. If at least, as Mr. Sundaram pointed out, if an allottee was before us complaining that he's been taken for a ride, not these FIRs. Very well, if he's arrested in relation to that, then you have a cause. You don't have a cause as on date.
This matter has been filed because of this FIR. I apprehend that something has happened. Therefore, I'm filing this FIR. I deal with that FIR without a problem.
You can't enlarge the scope of these cases by bringing in subsequent FIRs, in relation to which he has not been arrested, or has he been arrested? Very well, if he gets arrested, then that's a different issue altogether. When we are not concerned with those, because he is not seeking bail in relation to those cases.
They were all set.
Let us see what Mr. Maulik Kumar Prasad. You are appearing for the state? No. Who appears for the state? What do you have to say? Let us see, like you said, let us hear what the state has to say. You have a personal axe to grind. The state perhaps will have a... Yes.
Last order of May 2020.
Yes. Yes.
Additional volume. In 9 of the
Yes.
in that file, at page is required to the notice. At page 77, notice is filed. Page 77. Yes, sir.
In fact, charges have been filed in those.
Yes. Yes.
In connection with the payment details and the office of the provisional have been requested. The office copy of all with regard to payment, whatsoever of suggestions for the contractor and the provisional contract. But it should be against
Same IA. Yes.
No, 368 is not the I think I'm 187. Sorry.
189. 7. Yes.
So this is the design. At 189, description. One original and so on forth. The said allotment funds for returns of the other company. And now, so on the allotment is so far. So money was
It doesn't mention anything about the money being paid, though. It's the amount is written therein. So was the allotment letter. Does it record that the amount was paid?
These are two different parties. That may not be fair, my lord. These are two different parties. 77 and this are two different parties.
No payment has been received from Brinda. No, but here, this allotment letter, what you read out at 189, merely says that the allotment letter mentions this figure. It doesn't say that the amount has been paid.
Has charge sheet been filed in this? Yes, charge sheet. Well, a charge sheet has been filed in this case. Now.
Now, most kindly,
After
who has received the
No, I said not received it from my friend.
Company has received a total value of 7,49,065. Again, and this is not 2008.
Now this lady has registered a separate FIR.
No. No, not
This is
at all.
not one of the.
Malak, this is the state's case which they have filed a charge sheet.
So again, Mr. Kumar, we have to refer to the documents which your whole allegation in the FIR is forgery. Forgery happens when someone's signatures are forged. The document is purported to be signed by him. He admits, yet it is signed by me. There is no forgery. Your allegation of forgery is that it couldn't have been signed unilaterally. In the
In
FIR, what is
the
your
FIR,
allegation?
what have you mentioned about the forgery?
In this one case, family cannot your lordship shall see. Now your lordship family see the forgery which had happened here. 1 to 8.
Move it a little closer.
What page?
My lord is saying.
Continue.
Yes,
318 would be
inducement.
cheating.
318 is cheating.
Cheating, 316 is breach of trust. 338 is forgery of valuable security. So what is the allegation you made with regard to that? No, in your FIR, what did you say about the forgery part? Both signatures not being there, how would it amount to a forgery?
That's all the for lordship see number 5 at 6. The terms of allotment. Lordship see that in that
Page number?
28709. The terms of allotment page 6, page 8.
Very well.
This line is not there. Can we see cross to fifth line? The khatedar. My lord.
Yeah, Khatedar alone.
The khatedar alone is responsible for tax. The government is responsible only for development. Now khatedar. Now this is not
So, forgery is, Mr. Kumar.
This is
Forgery,
signed by you though. This provisional allotment letter is signed by you also. Then where is the question of it? You signed this document.
in the previous two.
So,
I repeat,
Page 5 is also signed by you. It's not there in 5 also. So you seem to be signing documents. You yourself signed the document. It's essentially a civil dispute. So far as you are concerned. So far as you are concerned, it's just a civil dispute. Well, that's all there.
Today, Lords, there are 98 FIRs against the petitioner.
We are not concerned with the other FIRs.
Out of present dispute, Lords, 10 FIRs are there. Lords.
10 FIRs.
10 FIRs. 5 is by the ordinance Lords and 4 by the allotment Lords, which are registered subsequent to the filing of the
so
summons.
this present petition pertains to which FIR?
Only
Only
5
three FIRs.
FIRs, Lords.
3 FIRs for grant of bail and 1 in relation to cancellation of the antecedent. Which page was that? Where you mentioned
page
G.
my lords, the exact words I must say they have used these allottees in the FIR.
No, page G, and you showed us another page.
Sorry, my lord. Page.
Apart from G, you also showed us another page.
And MS Kumar. Just show me the this FIR. Yeah.
Apart from that, you showed us one more page. I made a mention of which item pertains to which case.
N.
N.
N and ON is the table.
G is the subject matter of these FIRs.
Yes.
Mother, there is one more I want to point out.
So now we are only concerned with 4 cases.
Yes.
In 3, there are 3 FIRs, and 3.1, there's 1 FIR.
Yes.
That's right.
And my lord, may I just show you one thing? These allottees have been brought in conveniently now. Please see page 291, what their FIR says. My lord, it is so mischievous.
We are not going to go into the allotment.
Please don't see it. It says that upon learning through various newspapers.
We are not going
That's
to look at that. If they do have a case against you, you get arrested, that's a different game altogether.
And find there's only one signature.
What do you have to say?
My Leonard Senior says 72 has been closed now.
We are not concerned with all
I
this.
just what the modus operandi of petitioner is. My lord, the 72 has been closed negative final only on the basis of settlement clause. If you are not so allow me, I will.
What is the settlement?
What he does is, Lord, he enters as a developer into an agreement with the owners of the land. Then, my lord,
That's some other agreement, not this one.
yes, Lord. Now, what he does is, my lord, he sells the unit without the knowledge of the owner to the prospective buyer. Now, when
We
the
don't know
buyer-
what kind of agreement he had with the owner there.
Same, my lord, same. Now, with
So the owner permitted him to sell a portion of the land.
in violation of those conditions, he used to sell.
Oh, here there is a condition which was brought in after the alteration of the agreement,
Lord, that
which empowered him to sell.
that is regarding the money to be recovered only in escrow amount. Kindly have a lot of
We can't take into account some other cases which are not even before us.
The 72 cancelled.
The High Court seems to have gone by those details and said that he's a menace to society. But was all that brought on record before the High Court?
Yes, my lord, kindly continue.
And 3 times it's been argued. Madam, this is a new argument, Madam. My learned friend argued it 3 times.
I placed this argument from the first day. No notice was issued. Matter came on 20th April first time.
Lord, even he is not, sorry. Lord, Lord, allow
My lord,
us to
3
find-
times it was argued in the presence.
Were you on caveat?
Orders were passed.
And notice is not, you were not invited to file a.
It was argued and then orders were passed. It was a formal,
Sundaram,
my lord. He was
this-
there.
This is not our baby. So we are left carrying it now.
But let me explain.
But the difficulty is we do follow a procedure.
No, I appreciate
I ordinarily issue notice and thereafter proceed with the matter. If notice is not issued, Ranjeet Kumar is entitled to say that I've not even been invited to file a counter.
What has happened is they don't.
You've not filed a counter.
My lord, each time they argue it on the merits, and then my lord, orders are passed.
Ought to have told us that in the beginning itself instead of.
For the first time, my lord, this is wrong, my lord. This is wrong. 3 times it's argued, each time for half an hour. Court passes orders.
Issue notice.
This man has been in jail, my lord. He's already been in jail 10 months, my lord, on account of this.
Notice. Have you served a copy on the other side? Have you received it?
My lord, this is an allot.
The notice in the specially petitions as well as the implete petition. What is the higher number? Give the numbers, please, on a piece of paper as well as on the implete applications. Filed. Counter-affidavit shall be filed in relation to the specially petitions as well as the interlocutory applications within a period of 2 weeks. You also need to file to the implete application
My lord, within
within 2 weeks.
a week, my lord. He's been in jail 10 months, my lord, already.
They'll need some time. You can,
I said I do it within a
you
week.
may, but they would still need 2 weeks, is it not? Weeks. Rejoinders there too, if any, may be filed within 1 week thereafter. List on. So 1, 2, 3. 10th August. Give it on a piece of paper, Mr. Koshner.
All I want to say is one thing. My lord, in which case we should make one thing very clear in future. Matter comes up, both sides argue. Court then passes orders and says, I can't hear you on so-and-so date. Again you argue. Then the court passes.
Then perhaps you ought to sensitize the court about going through the procedural formalities.
As a party, I don't think it's fair.
It's not.
Argument and hilt on.
Well, I follow a particular procedure. I'm not going to
I
deviate from it.
I'm not, my lord, I'm not saying anything to the court, but on our part, we shouldn't argue it like this and then turn around at the very end and say, now I want to file a counter, my lord. It's a bit
Yes.
unfair. It's an unfair on the whole process, my lord. Your lordship, please. My lord, would your lordship give a date, my lord?
10th August.
My lord's please. Lordship, please.